What it do, you too? Welcome to Hip Hop World. It's your boy Papa Benji. We are back with another visual today. Y'all know these visuals get very critical. Without further ado, I really appreciate the 37K subscribers, man. God is good and God bless you all. The most positivity and prosperity in your aura. Happy New Year's and happy holidays to you all, man. Without further ado, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Let's get it going.
I found some stuff on my husband's phone. Here's
Where's he at?
I've seen this and I never thought it would happen to me. And we got 2 kids. One of them's
The case begins inside a home in Cedar Springs, Michigan.
Hell nah. First of all, that's what I'm gonna just start off and say. Something's wrong with you. You need help. They need to arrest your ass.
Where deputies respond to a call from a woman who has just discovered something on her husband's phone that she can't ignore. They speak with her at the residence, where she explains through tears that she found images involving children on the device and immediately knew that what she was looking at was not accidental or harmless.
I found some stuff on my husband's phone.
Oh, hell nah, mud.
Where's he at?
He left because we knew him.
He knew?
Yeah, he was acting really weird this morning about his phone. Yeah, sorry.
Her
My
dad?
dad, yeah. That's my mom and 2 kids. He was acting really weird about his phone. So I took it out of his pocket.
Oh, man. I don't be liking shit like this.
How do you know it's a 12-year-old?
Zero, Sam Yellow,
Like
gray,
the title or whatever.
Red 4 with 1.
Like it, I don't know.
Okay, I can't search it. That's his phone?
Yeah,
I can't search it.
okay.
Okay? I am not asking you to search it.
I will search it.
I'm not
I will
asking
do that.
I'm not asking you to, and I'm not making you an agent of the state, okay?
I
'Cause
understand
that's how
that. If I go through it, that's not going to mess up any investigation.
As far as I'm not going to ask you to
No,
show
I
me
know.
anything.
Okay, but can I willfully?
It's up to you.
I'm sorry. This is not what.
Has he ever been in trouble for this type of thing?
Not to my knowledge. I took his computer too.
Okay, I'll take both of those. Where's he at?
I don't know. I don't.
Don't you gotta get a warrant for that, though?
Did he make any suicidal statements or?
No. Well,
like
the
that.
last thing I said to him was, "You're going to prison." And then he left.
Justin, she was going through her husband's phone thinking that he was cheating, apparently, and she found something dealing with minors in it.
Sorry, I have his pass. Can I show it to you?
Would you like?
And that's as far as I got.
What is that? Is that a website?
Yeah.
What's that? Is it just a picture? Or?
Yeah. It's like an AI, I think.
She tells officers she didn't confront her husband or try to rationalize it away because once she saw the content, she felt she had only one option, which was to call the police. That call starts the Mark LaBelle case, a case rooted in a decision made inside a family home before any arrest, charges, or headlines existed.
I have a computer.
Is that the
Yeah,
only
that's
electronic
crazy shit.
that you're aware of?
Well, we have a PlayStation 5, and then my daughter has a couple games, but
Come over here, man.
For you to even be thinking about that and you have kids around that age makes you somebody that nobody want to be around, bro. Like, what the fuck? That shit is crazy, my nigga. Like, yo, you're evil. I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say.
I haven't looked through it. Just called you
Like,
guys.
you got kids.
Do you have that open still so I can just kind of...
Inside the house, deputies ask her to carefully walk them through how she found the images, where the phone was, and what specifically appeared on the screen.
Run me through how this all played
You got
out.
a daughter and a son.
Took our 8-month-old to bed, and we're supposed to have a cookout, and he just disappeared. And after I got him settled down, I was trying to find him, and I walked out to our daughter's side door, and he, like, threw his phone in his pocket and was standing in here, and looked all frazzled, and I was like, what the heck?
He shouldn't even be around his kids no more after this point.
And he was like, oh, I was just talking to Eddie, which is his friend, and he was acting really weird, so he, like, grabbed a leaf blower and started leaf blowing the grass out of the garage, and I took it out of his pocket and walked away with it, and he followed me. Because I thought he was cheating, and he followed me, and he was like, give me my phone or whatever, and I was like, give me your passcode, and he was like, no, and this went on for like an hour, we were just going back and forth.
Were you here for any of this?
No, he showed up at the last second. I was just telling him, like, get out, like, you're obviously cheating.
That's a
This is
fact,
super
Justin.
weird. And he eventually was like, if I give it to you, like, passcode, can we have a conversation? And I was like, no, like, Or I said, yeah, give me your passcode, and he did. And then I was like, okay, now you can go. I didn't even look at it yet. And then they showed up, so I got kids ready because I wanted them to leave because I thought he was cheating. So I thought we were going to have a conversation about that. So they get the 2 kids and walk out. And I pull it up to this time and I see that.
Justin said, how the heck did she marry him? This had to be something that he had suppressed and hidden very good until she decided to go through his phone. You know, unless he been had it going on and, you feel me, she should have been went through his phone and she would have been found it out earlier.
So
who knows?
I went back out and told my dad to come back in with me so I could grab my stuff and go because I was just going to go to the police station with it. But I just decided to call you guys because I'm so disgusted.
And then what happened with him?
I told my mom to take the kids and go because I didn't want to be here because I was now freaking out. And my dad stayed back when we were over here. He came out, got in his truck and left.
Did he say anything to you about what
No.
you saw?
So when I went back in the room, I was still in pajamas because it started early, and to get dressed, and I looked around the corner in our bedroom to our master bathroom, and I said, you're going to prison, and I just walked out.
Did he say anything to you in response?
No.
What was his body language?
Guilty? I mean,
Okay.
this is my job too. I'm an emergency nurse. I worked at DeVos for 3 years. In the ED, I have seen this shit, and I never thought it would happen to me. And we got 2 kids. One of them's 12.
Felt bad for you.
I just kept saying, give me a passport, get out, and he was like, all right, then I'll leave. And I'm like, what is on your phone that's so bad that I would kick you out over it? And he made comments about me in therapy, and
What do you mean you in therapy?
No, he was like, I need therapy. He kept saying something like that, and then he told me that he was looking at porn of a pregnant woman, and I was like, that's not bad enough to make me leave. Whatever, what is your problem? And then he said, this went on for an hour back and forth, where I kept saying, just get out, and he kept saying, give me my phone, and I was like, there's something on this phone that's so bad that you're willing to leave over it, so it's not, and
he ain't got no choice. Motherfucker, you gotta go.
What's he drive?
an F-150.
As she speaks, officers document her account in detail, understanding that early statements like this are critical, especially in cases involving digital evidence. They take possession of the phone and begin the investigation, still not knowing where the strongest evidence will ultimately be found. But one of the most concerning things about the case was just about to be discovered.
Are you going to go with them?
Yeah, I think at least tell you guys find them or do whatever. I don't know what.
Yes. Stay with your
I
father.
just need to know you're going to have a safe place.
Yeah, obviously.
Where does he work at?
Cedar Springs Public Schools. He's a maintenance man there.
You work at a fucking school. You work at a school, bro. You need one of them little SO licenses, bro.
35-year-old Mark LaBelle,
Hell no.
who had just been accused of child pornography, works as a maintenance worker at Cedar Springs Public Schools. That definitely shouldn't be allowed to go on. On learning
Definitely.
this, the school immediately suspended the suspect, pending further investigation. 2 days later, detectives later interview Mark LaBelle, and he admits to consuming pornography and describes it as an addiction. But
Nigga, what?
when asked about illegal material, he claims the images were AI generated and insists that no real children were involved.
It doesn't matter, though. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I don't care.
Let us know what she's gonna find, so she doesn't get.
That doesn't fucking matter.
And I don't know if I need to open these downloads in a private setting or.
Oh, right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I ever downloaded anything.
I'm sorry, I meant the phone download.
Oh, right.
So that would be
Oh, right.
your search history,
Right.
everything that you
Well,
type into that phone.
Yeah, the images that you'll find on, I don't know if it works that way or not, but so the AI generates images, and then I don't know if it works that way or not, if you'll see those, but.
Yeah, she'll see exactly what was on the screen of that phone will be in the download.
Right.
So
yeah, you'll see, it's AI, so it's not perfect, so it does a lot of weird stuff sometimes, but yeah, it'll be.
Exactly.
Just a lot of graphic images of basically that.
Of what, specifically?
I don't know, like kids and adults.
How old
and,
kids?
Varies probably from 10 to even, into adulthood really, because I was just doing things I was looking up.
I'm just glad they got you right now before you did something to your goddamn own kids. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Glad they got you now.
celebrities too and whatnot.
Sure, so you're just kind of
Yeah,
ripping
I was-
out new searches.
Yeah, I was just doing
messing
it.
with it.
Yeah, it was literally just, it was a lot of different things that I was making it do, basically.
Okay, and how often do you think you created these images?
For about a week straight,
long.
pretty much every day.
Too
every
long.
night it seemed like. Like it was just, I don't know, it was something new and exciting.
Investigators note the explanation with
That's something new and exciting. Nigga, you changed your kids' diapers before. You're weird.
without challenging it directly, then request consent to examine his electronic devices. LaBelle agrees, a choice that quietly changes the direction of the
No
case.
tolerance
Do
for
you
him.
guys want to go through that garage where all this stuff is? Because if he was hiding something.
We just did.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. So, we didn't find anything. I know that might not feel a whole lot different than if we did. But, we went through that. I tossed that truck. I mean, you know, it's not many hiding spaces there. It's pretty clean. So, I don't at all want to dismiss your concern.
Yeah.
But I think at this point we've done everything that we can.
I appreciate you guys coming. I didn't realize, the way it was described to me, the picture found on that phone was like overhead. Like, in a bed.
It's hard to say. But knowing that Detective Van Ree is an expert and he deals with this sort of stuff, sort of like Sergeant Cardenas, all the time. So that's all they work. So I'm confident in his assessment that he could not confidently say that that picture was a camera intended to surveil somebody without their knowledge. And I have seen those, plenty of them. So I don't.
What's with the hidden camera?
It honestly could be used for a lot of things.
So is he not getting charged? Y'all making it like seem like that shit is all right.
At my house, I've used not trail cameras, but like fishing line type of camera to find a wire to move the thermostat.
Mark might have been a maintenance man, but my dad did all that kind of stuff.
Listen, like I said, I don't want to dismiss your concern at all, but we at this point have left no stone unturned.
Have you searched his house? His dad's house? Like whatever he took? Because he took out of here a blue bag full of crap. I don't know.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough for that. But we did anything that was on his phones, his iCloud, his computer, all of it. We've searched it, and I have not found a shred of evidence that indicates anybody from your family was involved.
But
That part is illegal. You cannot create AI images of juveniles involved in sexual activity.
Exactly. Like, I know he ain't do nothing physically wrong, but you can't do that.
Or any of it. But we didn't find that. And like I said, I'm not saying you didn't see that, but I'm saying we didn't find it.
it
So
was the first thing on his phone.
yeah, even if he was searching under an incognito browser, we don't have the image. Now that if we would have found 5 more images or 2 more videos, that wouldn't have changed the charge. I mean, he was charged with aggravated possession of child sexually abusive material. So that
Okay.
the difference between those 2 things would not have changed his charge at all.
Okay.
We got him
Yes. All right. So he would still be getting hit as a sex offender.
at the most that we could have.
I understand that, but if there's without
Shorty, it is what it is. It is what it is. What are you trying to charge him else with? He had the materials. He's getting charged for that. What else do you want him to get charged for?
proof that
When you see the judge for those custodial rights or child visitation, just make sure you're voicing those opinions.
and there
Their burden of proof and their decisions are made separate from ours. So I'm confident that any judge will come to the same conclusion as you have. Like it's, hello, right? Like you can see how easy one would be connected to the other. But as far as charges and evidence, we don't have enough. But like I said, if that does change, if all of a sudden he wakes up and wants to have an honest conversation, not the conversations that he and I had about, I don't know anything about anything, believe me, like
I've heard of that before.
yes. So I appreciate your time and you cutting out of work.
If I can find that computer monitor, whatever that he tore down, the rest of that, you guys want that? He never threw anything away, so he either has it or it's somewhere.
The monitor is of no help.
Not like whatever is in the.
If you've got something, give me a call. And we'll work through that. And I'll talk with either Paul, Detective Van Ree, or Detective Day.
At this point, he could go to court for visitation and shit like that, but it wouldn't really go in his favor with what he's got going on. But just get a divorce from this man and just try and avoid this man from your kids. I know it's gonna be a little hard, but he just got a sick mentality. Like, who would even search up something like that or even have something like that in their phone? You know what I'm saying?
And
it's just
they are
the thought and the intent.
Experts in those sort of things, and I want to make sure that we have all the evidence that's available. There's nothing else right now.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Do you have any other questions or anything else we can do
Shit
for you?
crazy though.
I appreciate you guys coming out.
When deputies follow up with LaBelle's wife, they explain that the phone she reported does not contain child sexual abuse material. The update is unexpected and briefly raises questions about where the investigation will lead.
Right.
But detectives are careful not to treat the absence of evidence on one device as proof of innocence. Instead, they continue forward, knowing that digital cases rarely hinge on a single piece of hardware. That decision pays off when forensic analysts examine LaBelle's laptop and
What's that
uncover more
saying?
than 100 images of child sexual abuse material.
Oh,
Several of
shit.
the images are confirmed through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, verifying that they depict real victims whose abuse has already been documented by authorities.
Oh,
At that
shit.
point, the AI explanation collapses, and the case
Oh shit, he's fucking cooked, yo.
moves from uncertainty to confirmation. The material is real, illegal, and extensive. By October 24th, court records show he is no longer employed at the school, and the district issues a statement emphasizing that he did not work directly with the students and that no students are believed to be involved.
He's
The
fried.
message to families focuses on safety and transparency, while the
you do, CJ?
investigation continues outside the school system. Detectives bring LaBelle in for a second interview.
Yo, that's crazy because he definitely had a good story, bro. He definitely had a good story, which was still sick. But for you to physically have it, really? To have it? You're sick, my boy, because you lied about it, bro. Oh, we keep him away from your kids,
Where they
boy.
outline what was found on his
In his
laptop
own.
and explain that the images have been confirmed as known child sexual abuse material.
And I wanted to give you an opportunity to explain what was on that laptop because.
Yeah,
like we
explain
spoke about
yourself.
Before, I mean, this is your opportunity to bear everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what I told you before is I feared that, and I still have concern that what was on the laptop.
If you had over 100 of that shit, though, like if you had over 100, then you liable to get your ass whooped when you go get locked up, bro.
Either you're not
Like,
accepting
really?
that that's yours, or you're trying to pawn it off on somebody else,
Oh,
and it's
I'm
not
trying to pawn
getting
it off.
to the root of your issues.
Right, I'm not trying to pawn it off on it, but like I said, I don't think anybody else would have access to it, because I don't know. But,
What you had in mind, Jaquan?
I mean, I downloaded a thing called Fappening probably a long time ago.
The fuck is
which had
that?
like a lot. It was like a leak of people's pictures or something. So I downloaded that. So there was probably a bunch of pictures of random stuff. I don't know what would be on there. I never even got a chance to go through all of them. There was
Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
so many, I didn't realize it. Other than that,
Still lying.
I have no idea what it could be.
So let's talk specifically about the child sexually abusive material that's on that laptop. I wanna know where you got it.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. I don't know why there would be anything actually associated on that laptop, as far as that's, because I've never downloaded anything like that, or the only thing I've ever done was go to a website a long time ago on it, and it was like a forum website that just brings you to another website, but I've never downloaded anything or anything like that, because, clearly I knew what I was doing was not right, but
At this point, bro, get an attorney, bro. Why you ain't getting no attorney, bro? You just making yourself look bad in all type of ways, bro. You shouldn't have had it in the first place, squad. You got kids. You should have morals, bro. You should have boundaries, bro. You have a wife at home, my boy. Like, come on, bro. Like you have kids that age. Like, I hope you wasn't around them kids, like, thinking different things. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, who do we got around these people?
I've never had anything other than that.
Then you go work at a school?
I've never watched a video or anything of either of those pictures that are online.
Okay, so the pictures that were online, do you remember what the website was called?
So the forum just takes you to random like number websites. So I don't know. The forum was like something land or something like that. And then you click on something and it brings you to another website. And then it's just an IP address basically.
Man,
so
shush.
I don't recall exactly.
Bull crap.
Yeah, I can't believe there was actually anything on there. I really didn't know that.
So you have nothing else to give for that?
I really don't. I literally never downloaded anything that I know of.
One second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So like
Downloading doesn't necessarily mean that you feel me? They could be saved. Save is a form of downloading. Save as, you get what I'm saying? You ain't gotta specifically press a download button to say you downloading it.
I said, I went through our Internet Crimes Against Children, downloaded all of your devices, and
oh shit,
your possession in the laptop was child abusive material, child sexually abusive material. We call child porn.
Ooh.
So I need to know who the pictures are of, because that was the
That I would know.
okay.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know how I got on my laptop because I never downloaded anything. Maybe by accident, I guess, but
By
I don't.
accident, okay. So
I mean, I'm not saying I did. I just don't, because I don't know how it could have gotten
100
there.
times,
It doesn't
though?
make any sense to me.
it doesn't make any sense, especially because you had over 100 images.
Exactly.
22 of those files were recognized by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's database as having
Yeah, so
hash values that are child porn.
Crazy.
There are those other images that
right.
are unknown, so I need to know where you got them.
That's crazy.
Like I said, the only thing I know that I downloaded was the thing called the fappening, I think it was called, and they might have been mixed in with that. I don't know.
Okay, but what about going to the website?
No.
Screenshotting is a form of downloading as well.
No.
Because that is traditional child porn tradecraft.
Right.
Of one website to another, to another, to another.
Right. I've never
You just
downloaded
don't.
anything. I really have. I don't know how.
You're just
I
cooked.
didn't even know it was on there.
Okay, have you viewed it? Have you viewed child sexually abusive material?
That's what I'm saying is I don't know how it would put on there. I know I use this AI stuff. Anything else I did was.
It's not AI, and it's
Yeah,
not.
well, the laptop, like I said. I
There
had
is
to-
child sexual erotica, which is different, but the material is yours.
Yeah.
It's on your laptop.
I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, for one, it was over 10 years ago. I wouldn't even remember if I wanted to, but,
But when you fled your house, when you knew the police were coming,
I
what
wanted
did you
to-
grab?
well, I grabbed my laptop, but I wanted some form of communication
The
with the
keyboard
outside
doesn't
world.
even work.
Right. Well, you're right, it doesn't. But
So
you can use an external
What?
keyboard for a laptop,
what this investigation, do you have one?
but yeah, of course. You can get one for $5.
What this investigation is gonna outline is that your wife found CSAM on your phone, and then we get involved.
Right.
And we have a conversation and you say, no, all I've made is AI images, and I
Right.
give you the opportunity, and we have this long conversation, the three of us, and I download the phone, and okay, there's not a lot there. Those AI images, I don't feel confident that they were intended to depict a pubescent or prepubescent child.
Right.
Right.
They're they're in that gray area.
Well,
And I
that's
say-
AI, it's not.
Right, but you know as well as I do that producing AI child porn is illegal.
Right, well, I didn't know that then, because I mean, I just didn't know, I also figured it was a gray area, because it's not real. I didn't know, I mean, clearly morally, I knew it was wrong, but, and when I started it, it was innocent, and then.
What do y'all have to say for this man? I have nothing to say for him. Like, bruh, you are saying a bunch of bullshit. Stop. Just take AI out of it at this point, bruh. Because we could determine what was AI, and you had over 100. So if you started to do AI after that, then you could have started saying that. You get what I'm saying? But just stop saying you was using AI. Keep it a buck, bruh. You started off there, and if you transition to AI to cover your tracks, then just say that, bro, and take them charges, my boy.
And the AI itself decided to show me that, and that's kind of where it spiraled from. Didn't even ask for it. It's a technology that should not exist.
So
You keep blaming AI though.
that's where you want to end this, is that you have no culpability of,
I really don't know how it, I probably, I can't tell you how that got on my lap.
Yeah, CJ, he has not confessed. He's still denying it and still blaming it on AI.
I really don't know.
all right,
I
so
don't download stuff.
at this point,
I don't download
you
stuff.
are under arrest for aggravated possession of child sexual use material and using a computer to commit a crime.
Right.
With
Exactly,
10 years
Bruce.
or greater,
Facts.
both of those being 10-year felonies. So go ahead and kick your shoes off and empty your pockets, everything onto this table, please.
You had to use an image to
LaBelle
go off
listens
of.
as the detective explains the severity of the situation and what will happen next. LaBelle is arrested on October 29, 2024, and charged with aggravated possession of child sexually abusive material, along with using a computer to commit a crime. Bond is set at $50,000, and the case moves through the courts until February 2025, when LaBelle pleads no contest to the possession charge in exchange for the computer crime charge being dropped. Sentencing is scheduled for April 25th, with LaBelle facing up to 10 years in prison, a potential $50,000 fine, and lifetime sex offender registration.
Good.
Just
Good.
after sunrise.
Oh, I did not mean to click on this. Good though, bro. He deserved that shit 100%, my boy. Because why did you even have that in the first place? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're sick. You're sick. Glad he got that SO charge, bro. Because now you using it. It ain't no way you gonna see your kids, bro.